What's going on, people? Welcome back to AFTV. You've joined us for the preview of Arsenal versus Crystal Palace, 2 p.m. kickoff on Sunday. And yes, right now, Arsenal fans, we're very good. Arsenal are very good right now. So Arsenal fans are sending out a warning. It's the Eze Derby this Sunday, so hopefully we'll be singing, I'm easy like Sunday morning.
But we're playing Sunday afternoon, just want to put that out there.
Oh, shit, yeah, I didn't think
Redo.
I don't think that far forward. Yeah, well, yeah, actually, no, you're right. Yeah, even after the game, it's still the afternoon.
Yeah.
All right, thanks, Lee. Easy like Sunday afternoon.
The clocks do go forward, so you could, would have been 1 o'clock, so no, you still can't say that.
No, well, that's ruined that. Well, anyway, people, welcome to the preview. Let's start with how are you feeling. It's a bit sentimental, this one. How are you feeling as an Arsenal fan right now? Off the back of the weekend, off the back of us destroying Atletico Madrid, you feel proud to be an Arsenal fan?
Oh, yeah, at the moment I do, yeah. I'm buzzing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I've got up every morning, get up, don't you? That with a little bit more of a little bit more oomph on you. You don't really need that morning coffee as much, you know what I mean? Like, but I still have that. But anyway,
you love a coffee.
But in saying that, you know, everything about. Listen, I go back to Tuesday before we go on to Sunday. Couldn't ask for anything more from a supporter following a football club.
Yeah.
The way we played the game, everything that went for it, from the manager to the players to the fans, the atmosphere in the ground. It was a perfect night. It was great football. And what it does is now, I don't know how you feel about it, I can't wait for Sunday.
Same. No, same.
I'm really looking forward. So I don't like to wish me life away. I'm getting old, but like...
you're still young. Got a lot of life in your years.
Young at heart. But what I'm saying is, I can't wait to the next game. Against Fulham, I was a little bit, won.
But you weren't like...
But then I've been energised from that result and that performance.
Make a freaking good point, Lee. You do, because we went Port Vale and it was like, we won, but like, fucking can't, because I don't want to be doing this all the time. Fulham as well, it was a little bit like, But now, off the back of this weekend, like the way Arsenal conduct themselves, however they come off the back of the game, it feels like we're back. Like, well, it's really good. It's good to be an Arsenal. It feels nice to talk about your club.
Saturday was good.
Yeah.
Sunday was a great day.
Oh yeah, of course.
And then Tuesday got even better. You know what I mean? Because it was us doing it. You know what I mean? Like, you know. So look, listen, it's been a good week so far. It's been a good week.
And obviously I target these previews. I know the guests I've got and I speak to them and understand who I've got. I've watched your video, Matt Pincus, of being an Arsenal fan right now on socials, flying. And yeah, there's going to be the rival fans don't like. We're getting a bit more chest, and we're proud to lift our chest out when we're wearing Arsenal tops. For you, as an Arsenal fan right now, off the back week, what we've kind of just discussed, do you feel that same sentiment? I know the video that you got on social media probably does say that, but that actually gave me this question to feel like I 100% agree with what you said in that, and I think every fan should be happy if this. Well, every Arsenal fan should be happy right now.
It's an unbelievable time. It's the third time I'm saying it today. It's the happiest I've ever felt as an Arsenal fan, and I'm actually starting to really annoy people. All I want to talk about with my friends and family is football at the moment, because it's one of the main things I'm really happy to.
Is this why people hate us? I don't know. Arsenal, I don't know.
I'm doing my birds nutting, she's fuming, I keep talking about Martinelli and shut up. And so what I want to talk about, I've got 2 Tottenham brothers, so I'm not talking to them at all at the moment.
Yeah, fair.
I've lost relationships because Arsenal are so good.
Well, it's good you're here, because you can actually talk about it, and no one's going to judge you talking about Arsenal, because that's what we're here to do, and that's what it's about.
Yeah.
With that, everyone's very happy, confident. Are you looking at every game now? Because I shouldn't be doing this, but I do this, and like just expecting maximum points. Fans should never feel that way. But you look at the run that we have until the next international break, and I'm sorry, you expect Arsenal to at least come out with a win.
Well,
for most games.
You do, in the way that things are. You've got to respect it. And another narrative that has really winded me up when people go, other fans, old fans, stop celebrating, it's only October. Enjoy, when we've just had a fantastic win. That's what football's about.
Yeah.
It's about moments,
facts.
Supporting the team. When you have a great win like we did on Tuesday, I want to enjoy that. Yes, you've got at some stage you're going to have to park it and go on to the next game, but we ain't got a game till Sunday, so I want to enjoy that for the next couple of days. I want to enjoy
Agreed.
it. And people turn around and say, don't celebrate and all that. You go to football, when the team scores, you celebrate, that's what you do. And listen, I'm going to enjoy that win because everything about that game is what people have been criticising Arsenal for a little bit, like, you know what I mean? We're set piece FC, we're this and we're that. We blew away one of the best teams in Europe in a spell of unbelievable football. Mm-hmm. Yes, there was a set piece in there or two, but there was wonderful, wonderful football. A player from our academy going around 5 players and I'll exaggerate it because it goes getting maybe 6 players putting in the perfect ball for Martinelli to get the perfect goal. I am going to celebrate it and enjoy it, but come Sunday, it's a different game. But this is what you have to do. You have to enjoy football and enjoy results. And Matt, what he said in his video, is dead right.
The funnest part is the journey. It's like you compare it to climbing Mount Everest. Can't say I've done it.
I was going to say, have you done it?
Like climbing it is that's the graft. And then when you get to the top, how long are you at the top for? 10 minutes? And you go back down. Yeah. It's about the journey, enjoying today is a gift. That's why it's called the present. Yeah. Kung Fu Panda reference. We've got to enjoy every single game. And I'm enjoying it.
You're not a fan of don't watch Kung Fu Panda, the cartoon? No, definitely not. Not you. Of course not. God. But a classic though. Big up Kung Fu.
Research.
Yeah, man. Jesus Christ.
Hong Kong Fu, you remember that? No.
Who?
It was much better than Hong Kong Panda.
Hong Kong Panda. Just rename it that.
Hong Kong Panda, you said.
Kung Fu Panda, who's that?
Yeah, that's it.
That's it, yeah. Maybe about 3 films. 1 would have been enough, that's all I'm saying.
There goes your voiceover career, guys. Animation.
Disney gone.
Yeah, exactly. But you're right in what you're saying there, though. Like, I also just think, Matt, like, maximum points is what we can expect. Arsenal is so good right now, and I don't know if that is arrogance. I don't know if that puts pressure on the team that, as us as fans, are expecting us to come out of every game with 3 points up until, I suppose, the next international break, which I think is doable. But you're right, you have to enjoy it. You have to enjoy it as the present, as the time is right now, instead of doing the whole thing of, we ain't won anything yet.
Yeah.
Why are you happy? We haven't won anything yet. But then what's the point? What is the point?
There's no point.
What is the point?
There's no point.
And to win something, you've got to win games.
Yeah.
Look, we've done on Tuesday, and to win the title, you've got to go and beat Crystal Palace. You've got to go and beat Burnley. Keep saying Hull.
Yeah. one game as it comes.
One game is solid, and enjoy it, like, you know what I mean? Because listen, you work out in football. We've all been in football. We know what it's like. There's more downs and ups in football.
100%.
Playing
and supporting, I'd probably say.
So when you get a good result and a good performance, everything goes right for you today. You've got to enjoy it. And then if a Chelsea fan or a Liverpool fan says, "Oh, until you've got your medals on your table and all that, you've got them." You know what I mean? Like, so let's just enjoy what 100%. We're doing at the moment.
100%. Now, obviously, in the last 5 meetings of Crystal Palace, we've actually haven't lost. I think we've won 4, drawn 1. It was 2-2 last season against them. I actually remember a 2-2 Lacazette last. I don't know why that come to my mind. Last minute, that equalised it. He went mad and I don't know why.
Like he won it.
Yeah, I don't know. Sorry, that was literally popped to my mind when I said the 2-2. But that wasn't last season. That was a few seasons back. But just quickly as well. There's obviously a lot of narratives surrounding this game, Lee and Matt. There's a lot of narratives. We're going to try and run through them quickly and have small talking discussions around it. Firstly, the 2 full teams are going to go head to head. They got Mateta, some great form, just come off the back of a hat-trick. Should have had 4, could have got that winner. And then obviously Gyökeres. Both Gyökeres just scored 2 goals, not a hat-trick, but he's can I say he's in form? I mean, he's just come back of scoring 2 goals. They weren't luxurious goals. They weren't, ones you're going to re-watch and be in awe of. But
he's had a confidence boost.
Right. So, do you think when you go into this game, are you both going to be looking at our strikers? You're going to be thinking, our striker, and then looking at theirs? Because Mateta's someone we've got to actually be fearful of. Got a great defence, but Gyökeres also needs to really kick on now because he's under in my opinion, a little bit of pressure to start scoring more goals.
I think they're very similar as players. You know what I mean? Like a bit more battering rams and whatever. Like, but Mateta is really from 2 years of coming in the Premier League, I think it's got better and better. Like, you know what I mean? Gyökeres is at the beginning of that journey. But listen, I think he's done very, very well. And it's a test for our defence, he's in form. And I think that's a good thing. Let's see what a form striker is coming up against this defence. You know what I mean? There was all the talk about Madrid's strikers and all that. I didn't
Griezmann,
see any of them.
and Alvarez, yeah.
Alvarez, didn't see him. So let's see what he can do. Listen, he's got things in his game that can hurt us.
Yeah.
And Crystal Palace have. You know what I mean? So it'd be interesting. And as I say, like, confidence is a wonderful thing in football. Like, Gyökeres must have it after that performance on Tuesday. And I'm looking forward to it. That was the highlight for me on Tuesday. I know that we won and everything, but him getting those two. If we'd have won that game 4-0 and Gyökeres hadn't scored, it wouldn't have been as quite as special, that performance.
I agree.
Like, him getting that was to give us the whole package. But what he's got to do now is go and back it up now and score.
Have to kick on.
Yeah.
Have to kick on, especially in the Premier League. And Matt, just your thoughts around the two strikers, obviously Mateta and Gyökeres.
Yeah, I'm a massive fan of Mateta. I think Mateta's borderline world class, if not world class. You know, Premier League proven. He's now scoring goals for his country. He frightens the life out of me. He's got a great record against us. And I think if Gabriel and Saliba, obviously they're world class, were to struggle against the type of player, it's your Matetas, it's your Haalands, it's your even Tyler O&E, like these big bullies. And Mateta, I would have taken him at Arsenal. I would have liked Mateta at Arsenal. But, you know, we don't have him. We've got Gyökeres and I back him to do the business. But Mateta's the one that we need to keep quiet because he's a real threat. And he can come out of it. You know, last season, out of nothing, it was an unbelievable, sort of dinked Raya from about 30 yards.
Yeah, great goal.
You know, you say Gyökeres and Mateta are similar. I disagree. I think Mateta is technically
I agree.
No,
on another level.
I agree.
I think he's further along the line than Gyökeres in terms of that. I think he's a better player at the moment, if I'll be honest.
Yeah,
like,
that's the Premier League experience.
But I also
for
think with
Mateta.
Mateta, which is a good thing. I don't think he was doing that great until Eddie came. And what Eddie done was give him the competition, and he's sort of like, all right, I've got to step up here, like, you know? And he hasn't really had a chance because of his form and everything like that. Like, he sort of made sure that he's the number one.
He stole my narrative. My next narrative was Eddie Nketiah returning to the Emirates. But you're right. I think Eddie Nketiah might have ignited something a little bit into Mateta because he didn't start great, Eddie, if I'm being honest, at Crystal Palace. I spoke to I've got friends that are Palace fans and they weren't really happy with, he was the marquee signing, hasn't really been pulling up trees. But of late, actually has come in and has affected, Palace is form and done pretty well. But you're right, I think they still look to Mateta though. It's not like Eddie's got to start.
He's the main man. Eddie's had to be a backup.
Again, really.
But at the end of the day, like the game against Liverpool, you know what I mean? He comes on 15 minutes from the end, fresh Eddie. We know what he can
do.
He can score goals, you know what I mean? He can finish Eddie, you know what I mean? He's done it for us on more than one occasion, So I'm really pleased that Eddie's doing well as well there now, So
scored 36 goals for Arsenal, I think. Eddie.
A
lot of goals.
That first team.
Yeah.
Wow. Fair. That's a good stat. Lee was spot on there by saying he can score goals. He'll probably be someone off the bench in the game against Arsenal. And also, the team will know him. I think the team will know how he plays, but you've got to be sharp when it comes to Eddie Nketiah, especially if it's late. But Mateta, we had a discussion around him as well. I think he's been superb. You're right in what you said about further along the development. I think he is. He's had a bit more, Premier League experience, which is clear. Mateta, I think he's a quality player. Yeah. Let's move on to the next narrative. We've done Eddie, we've done Mateta, and I've got you here. I'm coming to you for this because you're the perfect person to discuss this with. You had a thing about Rice and returning to West Ham, and every time he plays West Ham, it affected him. We have Eze playing against his old club, who's won a trophy for. Do you think you're going to get a similar or same sort of response? Because one from the Palace fans, and will that affect Eze's performance?
This is going to be interesting.
I agree.
Thankfully, Declan was outstanding against West Ham.
Yeah, this season, it's done. Yeah, it's done.
I mean? Yeah. But I don't know what sort of response the Crystal Palace fans are
they'll
going
love
to give
him.
Eze.
They'll love him, no doubt.
But I thought that about but Matt, I hear you.
No, it's very different with Palace. They absolutely idolise Eze. I'm not having it. They will clap.
Well, I get that.
I know, but
West Ham absolutely idolised.
They did.
Declan Rice.
Yes,
and for the game,
Sorry to interrupt.
Go on. No. This
segment here.
No. It is. No. This question goes across the board. So this is
the reception that I saw from Palace fans is the best reception I've ever seen from a fan base where their best player leaves to another club. They were happy for him. The difference between Rice and Eze is West Ham. West Ham, their fan base is I think maybe a little bit more harsh and bitter, right? Palace, they've got a very small stadium. They've got a very cohesive, might be the word.
Yeah,
they're very
it's
and Eze came in from QPR, and he was a little boy, and he developed into a world-class player at Palace, and he won their first trophy in God knows how long. And Eze won them their first trophy ever. You know, absolutely loved them, and they absolutely loved him. And the reception of him leaving was, I was honestly, it was beautiful to see. Palace fans were so lovely about it.
I have seen videos of Palace fans, wishing him the best and saying he made the right decision. He's a lovely human and all that.
Declan Rice will probably go along with this as well and agree with this. Like, the away fans are a little bit different, like, you know what I mean? Like, actually, Declan Rice played at the West Ham first. And it was, you know, it was mixed.
Yeah.
But when it went to the Emirates, it was hardcore, and they give it to him. So,
because they maybe from that home game they knew it had an effect on him.
I don't know. Like, you know what I mean?
It's a tough one, isn't it? When it comes to this one.
He actually played better over the 2 games that he had at the Emirates was his worst 2 games for Arsenal, where he played all right.
Yeah.
There, like so. It'd be interesting to see what, like, from the point of view. I get what you're saying, like with Crystal Palace. I think there's a thing like that they know, like Ian Wright still worshipped at Crystal Palace, even though he went to Arsenal. And listen, Ian Wright celebrated goals against Crystal Palace, just like he did any other team. Yeah. So I think because I think West Ham, I say like Crystal Palace know what they are, what their club is and everything like that. And they know that their players are going to move on, where West Ham I think are in a position where they've got this new stadium and they don't think that they should. I don't know. But that'd be really an interesting thing like that. And I think Eze will step up on Sunday.
I hope so, because it's just a narrative that I don't know, it crossed my mind. I was like, I hope it doesn't affect him. I think they'll do give him a
do you think he'll celebrate if he scores?
No way. I don't think he'll get a bad reception either, by the way. I'll let me just double down and say that. I think Crystal Palace is a family club. Like you see, like Steve Parish now walking around after the game. You see him speaking to the fans. Like, they're very tight knit. It's not. I'll be surprised. You're right though, and away fans can be different. But I'd be surprised if they give him a hostile.
Well, should we look out for that?
Please do.
And also, random point. Don't know if this had an effect, but Declan Rice is actually the first and only player that we've ever bought from West Ham. So that might have had a little bit of a difference in it.
Didn't know that. No, Lee, you can see, your brain goes right back to the inception of Arsenal, 1886.
Sold a lot of players to them.
Yeah, Lundberg and
Lundberg, right.
Panos. Actually, they went round, I think.
Nigel Winterburn, Upson went there.
But Declan Rice was the only one from them to come to us, and that might have hurt him a little bit. I don't know.
Oh no, that's interesting. But again, it did definitely. No, there's no lie in saying that it definitely affects him when he played against them, and he got a hostile response. That's the little quiz. Yeah, don't worry, we'll have a little quiz on that. We'll have a little look through for that. It's not really a narrative, but I really like Tariq Mitchell, who plays for Palace as a fullback. Him and Saka always have a really good battle. Always, it's cinema, if I'm honest. They always go at each other, neck and neck. It always seems like, Tariq Mitchell actually has, in the past, he's actually had the better of him a lot of the times, but there's always been a good battle between them two. I think him and Tariq Mitchell, and also when he plays against Cucurella Saka, there's always a nice sort of battle. So I'm intrigued to see how that plays out. They've obviously got some quality players. Matete we spoke about. Adam Wharton, very good.
World class.
Yeah? You throw the world class statement around a lot, man, I must say.
Adam Wharton is world class. I think he gets into most teams in the world.
He's good.
I like him. I think he's not there at the moment, but he's potentially world class. Sar's
that's my next. You read him on notes.
Sar's the one that frightens me because he makes those runs.
Yeah, he runs into the box and scores.
Cup final, he was outstanding. I think against Man City, I thought he was outstanding in that game. Yeah. So, but Walton, they've got good players, Palace.
Good players, very good players.
And a great manager.
Yes, which we're going to get into, which is the next conversation. Look at this. Listen, someone say I'm a pro. Someone say I'm definitely not.
That's why we're here, to push you along.
Yeah, thank you very much for carrying me, to be fair. I like this celebration from Star, so I just wanted to mention that. Yeah, I think he is a quality player. We're going to move forward to the manager, Oliver Glasner. Now, I look at this game, you look at the fixture and you say, this is probability, this is where Arsenal might slip up, because it's the lower team, but they're a very good team. It's like the West Hams, the Aston Villas, the Brightons. This is where there could be a potential banana skin in history or recent history of Arsenal. Oliver Glasner is a very good manager. He also had the unbeaten run as well. He's now obviously lost one game, but he was on a really good unbeaten run. So he's there. Is anyone, worried that this could be a potential slip up? Or because we started with, we expect 3 points from most games coming up in our run, but this has a slight air of a good team, very good players, good manager. Could we get caught cold?
If we're not on it, you know what I mean? Of course, you know what I mean? Because they're capable of doing it. But I think we will be on it. And, listen, I expect a tough game. But if it was Manchester City at home to Crystal Palace, Liverpool at home to Crystal Palace, I'd expect them to win those games. So Arsenal won't expect to win that game. A little bit different away from home, as Liverpool found out. But
if you're the manager, Lee, what are you targeting Arsenal at to try and hurt them? If you're the manager, you look at Arsenal, you're Oliver Glasner, and you're saying, okay, this is where we can get joy. Because I look at our team
on the counter, then that's the way they play. You know what I mean? Like, so I know. If you have a look at that first half on Tuesday, Arsenal weren't overcautious. They was cautious about what they're doing, and that's what Arsenal have to do. This is a team that can pick you off, and they're very, very good at it. They've done it to Liverpool. They've done it to Manchester City in the FA Cup final. So. This is a team that you can't go out and think, right, this is you just turn up and get the 3 points. We're going to have to work hard on Sunday. Yeah. And I think that with the way the manager's instilling the team in a minute, we know it, and that's what we're going to have to do. But I expect a tough game, but I do expect Arsenal to win it.
Pincus, same question. If you're a manager, is that the answer? Is that the glaring answer for you? If you're Oliver Glasner and you look at Arsenal and you think, wow, I've got good players. They've got very good players. How do I find joy?
If I'm Glasner? Yeah, the counter-attack. That's the way they play. I think that they're going to have to find a way to stop the set pieces.
Yeah.
We're getting corners now. They're feeling like penalties almost. I saw a video of Gyökeres's second goal, a fan view. Everyone's got their phone out. Everyone is recording it ready because there's this sort of anticipation. Maybe not that we're going to score, but we're guaranteed a big chance here.
Yeah, big chance.
They've got to find. Someone's got to find a way to lock it off. Hopefully they don't. But that's I think where we're again going to target them the most. They haven't got the tallest team in the world, and we've got that real physical, dominant prowess about us. And if they don't deal with that, it doesn't matter what they do on the counter attack. Because we're going to get corners, we're going to get free kicks, and we've got the best set piece taker on the planet with Declan Rice, who has the most unbelievably consistent deliveries I've ever seen since watching football. I've never seen anything like it.
Are we a boring team?
Can be. So what?
That's true.
So what? Yeah. What I mean? Who are we there to entertain? Other teams or ourselves? You know what I mean? Was that boring on Tuesday?
Definitely not.
No,
not
so
for
there
me.
You go. Was it boring against Fulham? Maybe at times it was, but at the end of the day, if we'd have won that 3-0, no one would have been saying that. Leno made some very, very good saves in that. Listen, there's boring. There's also like controlling. I think that's more of a world. We're a controlling team. We control what's going on, and I'd rather be a controlling team because you know that if you're controlling the game, it's going to go your way, or it's planned to go your way. I think Arsenal could be a little bit more expansive with the tools that we've got, if I'll be really honest.
Yeah.
But it's still early doors, you know what I mean? People saying that don't celebrate in October and all that. Like, we're not, you know what I mean? So maybe we're keeping our powder dry and being a little bit more, saving some energy for later on.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. But I don't think we're boring, no.
I don't think we're boring, I think we're annoying. I think that if I put my shoe in the foot of another fan, I'd think, fucking hell. Yeah. I saw a lot of reactions on some watch-alongs, and people are like, they've done it again. And they're actually sort of just accepting the fact that we're just playing to our strengths.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you? If you've got that asset, which is big, strong, tall, aerial threats, and the best set piece taker on the planet, why wouldn't you utilise that? Which is exactly what we're doing.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you? A goal is a goal, and in a game that is micromanaged and microanalysed, and it's much harder to score now than it was back in the day. That is an unbelievable asset for us to have, that constant threat of whenever we get a corner, there's a big chance coming here. Even a throw-in.
Yeah.
Even a throw-in. We take the piss out of Stoke back in the day for doing the same thing. How many goals did Stoke score from Rory Delap throw-ins? That kept them in the league at times. Yeah. You play to your strengths, and we've got that. That is our biggest strength.
And Matt, that's a great point. And the other thing is that teams come in to Arsenal now. You look at Slot moaning about it, like, you know what I mean, of teams banking up and things like that.
They moan about Man United.
So like
low blocking,
So teams bank up and all that.
They do that to us,
sometimes you can't get through that block because it's well drilled and well worked. They're professional footballers for a start, working on it week in, week out. So what else can you get them, mate? If you can get a corner and a free kick, and if we didn't have those set pieces, we'd be drawing 0-0 a lot of these games,
true.
and be like Mr. Slot at the moment, moaning about it, But we find a way through, So listen, if a team comes up and wants to play against us and opens up against us, like Madrid did when they went 1-0 down, they got destroyed. So teams are not going to do that. So you're going to have to find different ways, and at the moment, it is a set piece for us, and long way to continue.
Long way to continue. Let me close off the video by just mentioning, obviously, we speak about our defence and how good they are. Palace's defence is very good. Lacroix, Gay, Chris Richards, a friend of mine. We met Will Smith together and worked with Will Smith together. I've got to drop that in there. Sorry, someone's thrown it in there. Got to have a little bit of a nice exit. And also, just quickly, Rio Cardines, he plays for Crystal Palace. He's a young academy boy. He came through talent transfer. And he messaged him this morning. He's buzzing to come to the Emirates, by the way. And he'll be on the bench. He should be in the squad for the game. He said he hopes and prays to get on the pitch. But listen, I said, just listen. We're gonna hopefully we win. But yeah, it'd be nice
he comes on, slips on his arse, and we score.
But big up Rio. Big up, obviously. Like I said, their back line is very good. They've got a good defensive line. They've actually conceded less goals than Chelsea, Bournemouth, and Liverpool as well. Crystal Palace. So. Listen, their defence is good. Our defence is good. I hope it's not a stalemate. It's time to get score predictions.
Listen, you don't go 18 games unbeaten without having a good defence.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So they're going to be a tough nut to crack. I think we'll crack them though, 2-0.
That was proper geezers. Tough nut to crack. But I will crack them.
I think we'll crack them 2-0 and all.
You think we'll crack them 2-0 as all? 2-0 and all?
2-0 and all.
What the hell was that?
I don't know, mate. I don't know. I'm going to go Desmond. No, I'm not going to go Desmond. I'll try to keep it geezerous. We're going to win...
Hong Kong Banda.
Hong Kong Banda. There's been some classics in this preview. I haven't thought of this.
Well, you should do, really. You're hosting it.
It makes a good point. They got a good defence. I'm gonna go 3-0. Why not?
3-0.
Why not? Yeah. Well, you're gonna be there. Oh, we're all gonna be there.
I'm gonna be there.
I'm gonna be there.
I thought you don't do home games.
Yeah, I can, but I'm not someone I'm hosting.
He's got VIP.
I learned from the best hospitality judges. Anyway, listen, I've gone 3-0, you've gone 2-0, you've gone 2-0. Let's hope Arsenal do get a win. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Give us your score predictions. And yeah, let's see what happens when Arsenal take on Crystal Palace this Sunday at 2 p.m. Come on, you Gunners. I'll see you again soon. Take care.